Hey everyone, Mac is back. Today we're going to talk about the Awakening of Miranda. It just happened a little while ago, and I haven't had a chance to kind of dive into her a little bit, so we're going to start there. So I only have Miranda at blue quality, as you can see. I'm working up, I'm almost to purple for 30 more medals, so still working on that. However, if once you do get her to the certain level here, to the I believe it's the green actually, you'll be able to upgrade her from to level 9, which will give you that extra troops, and it'll also give you some extra stats down here as well. And so we're going to go into her awakening, and you can see it'll have enough medals to upgrade her. Books to upgrade her. So the books that you're going to need are the tier 1s for the very beginning, of course. And if you want to upgrade her through the stars, you're going to need the epic general tokens, which are expensive, but you can get those. Like I said, if you click on here, you can buy them through purchasing. So if I want to buy, well, actually these are the books, I apologize. You're not going to get them through there. These are the books you can get, and again, there you go. I could buy a bunch of books if I wanted to, but I'm not going to spend 125,000 diamonds to do it. If you do have an excessive amount of diamonds, you want to spend them, you're perfectly capable of doing so, but it's the epic ones you're going to have to purchase at the VIP shop or some of the events that are in there as well. So let's go and view her stats that she has that have awakened. So if you go the way to the bottom, the max level increase for the commander, it goes from 5, 10, 15 to 20, and for the here's a decreased cooldown decrease. So the cooldown starts at, that's the ability that she uses, which starts at 15 seconds. So once you get completely to 4 stars, you'll take that down to 10 seconds. So that means when she's deployed in battle, it'll take 10 seconds for her ability to get off to kill troops. And then this is her damage that she does. So the damage, once you get her to actually just 3 stars is all you need to get her to, and she'll give you that extra 60% bonus damage. And where you get that at, that damage is right here. As you can see, it's 120%, and then once you get her once I have her completely gold, it'll be 200%, and then once you get her to awaken to those 3 stars, it'll be 260%. And here you can see the cooldown as well. And then we have the quality evolution, which is the 1 extra friendship star. So once you get her to level 2 upgrade, that's when this unlocks, and she does have already 4 CR. The combat rating is 4, so that if you add this extra 1 on here, she'll be 5 combat rating, and depending on the level that you have her at already, that will increase your combat rating significantly. So so she is another one that you want to have. If you can get to that 2nd star, that is very, very good. And to do that, you're going to need the 40 epic, and then you're going to need another 80 on top of that. So you'll need 120 total to get her to that point, which is really, really good. Now once you get her to the 3rd star, then her abilities will increase by 1.6 times, and those abilities are the specializations. So like for instance, her, where are we down here? Yeah, I think it's her attack. Yeah, she does all the spear. So she has a spear, attack, defense, and health. So she'd be really good for a spear frontline. So if you have a formation where you use spear frontline, she's very good there, and she'd also be very good for the back line as well, because she's going to be doing a lot of damage. It's 30% once you get her to gold quality, and then that 1.6 will take it up to 48%. So that 48% is very, very good, and so you'll really like that. And then we go back here, and once you get her to 4 stars, you get that special ability. I would recommend getting her to 3 stars first, and then maybe waiting on the 4 stars, even though this ability is very good. And the reason, when I first looked at it and read it, I didn't think it was that great, but then I started thinking about which situations that you would use it in and how it would be used. And if you see here, it says it's your spear proportion. Basically, if you have more spears than their cavalry, and you gain 30% spearman defense. Now if you have less spear than their cavalry, then you gain 30% spearman attack. Now think about this for a second. If you're taking one march and you're attacking their castle usually is going to have all their troops in it. so they're going to have more, most likely more cavalry than your spear. So in that case, you're going to get an extra 30% attack with those spears. So that's a pretty nice little buff when that happens. And then the other scenario that I'm thinking of is when they are attacking your castle, you're going to have more spears than them. So then you're going to gain that 30% defense, which also isn't too bad because you're going to be 30% defense on all of those spear troops, which you're probably going to have a significant amount of them. So that's really, really good as well. And she'll be, of course, she'll be on your wall too, for most likely. So those are the two scenarios I was thinking of. And then, of course, you also have the, if there's a rally going on as well, then those can get a little bit different. It's just depending on how big the rally is, and if it's a grand castle or it is, rallying your own castle as well. Then you also have the hidden abilities over here, and you have the spearman defense, health, and attack. So those will all be increased. Of course, I don't have those, and they don't tell you exactly how many that is. All I can tell you is from if you look at one of the other commanders, and I'll show you. So here we are with Gorell, and he is getting, so he's another spearman commander getting 18% across the board from attack, health, and defense with spear. So that basically means that I think that Miranda is at least going to get that much, this much. Instead, she takes epic. I believe it'll be even more than that. I believe these will be higher. They'll probably be either 24 or 30%. I would assume something like that. So when it comes to Miranda, she's going to be very good for those who have for the spear, especially with having all these the hidden abilities, which are take effect when you have her in battle too. So so that's basically to round out Miranda with everything that she has, and I'm going to continue to upgrade her to get her a little bit higher. But for your sake, like I said, I would suggest try to get her to that 3rd star if you can, especially if you're into spears. If you're not into spears, then maybe it's a little bit not as much of a priority for you. We have a lot of these commanders that are awakened now, so you have to take priority about which ones that you want to awaken. And as you can see down here, she got a little bit more of a buff as well from once you just even upgraded her at the very beginning. So the new update has just came out yesterday, and so we're going to see Kravras be awakened as well. So I'll have the next video up here once we get him awakened, and then I'll discuss him see if he's worth putting any effort into. Till next time, Mac out.